Welcome to setting up your iPad for Calumet Schools. As you prepare to go through the process of setting up your new iPad, I'd just like to remind you that this piece of equipment is very expensive and delicate, and encourage you to take as much care and concern as you possibly can in keeping your iPad in good shape and working order. We had a lot of breakage in our last rollout of iPads and simply cannot afford to have that happen again in the district. So as you embark on this setup process and use your new iPad, please be responsible and take good care of it. Thank you.
Welcome to the CLK Schools iPad Air setup video. At this time, we're going to show you the steps necessary to set up your iPad. First, turn your iPad power button on. The button on the case is very stiff, so you have to press very firm. The first screen you will come to is the Hello screen. At the Hello screen, slide your finger from left to right to begin the setup process. Select English. Select United States. United States is at the top of the list. At the next screen, you need to choose the Wi-Fi network. We're going to select CLK iPad Wi-Fi. When it asks for the password, ask your teacher for the password. Okay? The next screen you're going to see is, it'll say, it may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. Once that happens, the location services screen will be on your iPad. At this point, you want to select Enable Location Services. The screen will say Public Schools at Calumet will automatically configure your iPad. At that point, press the Next button in the top right corner. The screen should now say Installing CLK Schools configuration, and you should get the Welcome to iPad screen shown below. At this point, select the Get Started button. Once you do that, you will see that page 1 has all of the standard iPad apps. If you swipe your finger to page 2, you will see one icon that says Authenticate. You must press this icon at this time. This will bring you to the My Big Campus Mobile Manager screen. At this point, sign in with your My Big Campus username and password. If it enrolls properly, you will see a little orange dot with the word Enrolled in the middle of the Mobile Manager screen. At this point, your iPad is successfully enrolled. Press the Home button. Now on your screen, you will see next to the Authenticate button is another icon that says CLK Schools. Please select the CLK Schools button. Your screen will now say Sign In Required. Press the Sign In button. Sign in with your Apple ID. If you have an Apple ID, you should select Use Existing Apple ID. If you do not have an Apple ID, you will need to create one before you can go any further. Once you sign in with your username and your Apple ID and password, you will see the terms and conditions for the Apple privacy policy. Scroll to the bottom. Select Agree. Select Agree if you agree. And then select Agree a second time. At this point, you will come to a screen that says Allow Assignment. This organization can now assign apps and books to you. Select OK. Press the Home button. Go to Settings. Go back to the first page. Go to Settings, General, About up top, and the first line on the right hand side is Name. Select that name link. At this point, you're going to rename your iPad. It is very important that you rename it in the proper sequence. Before the word iPad should be your username. So the renaming will be username and then the word iPad. Your username is typically the first 2 or 3 letters of your first name followed by your last name. The example on your paper is Mr. Rowland's username, so it would be M Rowland iPad, all one word. Okay, once you do that, press done. At this point, press the home button. Click on the App Store. Depending on the configuration, your apps may download at this time. If they do not download at this time, down the bottom select Featured. Scroll to the bottom of your page and select Apps Made by Apple. From this list of free apps made by Apple, you need to select apps that are needed for school. They include Pages, Keynote, Numbers, iTunes U, iMovie, iPhoto, GarageBand, Find My iPhone. You will also need Podcasts and Dropbox, but these are not found on this screen because they are not made by Apple. Once you download all of your apps, your iPad is set up and ready to go for school. If you have questions, please see Mr. Rowland, Mr. Jocks, or Mr. Twardzik. Good luck.